Hello, Observer. Welcome to Weekend Watercooler. This is actually going to be a little bit more natural format than the previous Weekend Watercoolers. That's because the previous ones have actually been about scripts, and then I would write about something that I feel would be necessary to talk about in Magic. I feel like switching over to a different format would actually be better. This format will actually allow me to talk more about what has happened recently in Magic, and actually fits more of the water cooler type setup where it's something that you want to talk about at the water cooler, like something that may have happened in Magic, be it like bans, unbannings, set releases, stuff like that. Basically stuff that you want to go through and figure out, what people's opinions are. And, I'd like to think here at the RPL you value my opinion. Maybe, perhaps, I don't know. But anyway, so let's go ahead and go over a couple topics for the water cooler today. Let me go ahead and start off with an honorary mention going to Tolarian Community College. I have to give claps to you. Yes, you guys got your Patreon to double. That is amazing. And the reason why I think it's amazing is because that channel is actually, of course, you may have seen it. You obviously might be subscribed to it, but it's the best, the absolute best, the best Magic resource community out there. And what I say by that is I mean that if you need reviews of certain products like sleeves and basically anything that has to do with cards in general to put your cards into, to put your decks into and stuff like that, Tolarian Community College has taken the undertaking, wow, that's kind of redundant, they have taken the task of taking those products, reviewing all of them, which is quite an amazing feat, by the way. I'm actually very, very impressed with them doing that. And what I really think is going to be amazing is, going forward, they're going to have the ability to do so much more with that Patreon. He's going to get an office. There's going to be more in-response videos, which is one where he has to pay other people to do in response. I think it's just going to be a phenomenal thing for him to do, and I honestly can't wait to see what can more come out of the channel. How high will his subscribers go? 300, 400? Who knows? We'll see. I mean, how many subscriber Q&As will we get? I mean, that's at some point we will know everything about him, right? Anyway, so let's go ahead and go on from there. I still want to say yes. I don't know what you would say. Like, would you say happy Patreon or no? Congratulations. I guess congratulations would be the best and easiest way to say it. So congratulations to Tolarian Community College. Tolarian Community College, you have done an amazing job invigorating this community, and there's your reward for it. Great job. Okay, so let's go ahead and go on to our first topic. I'm going to put all the topics right here in post so you can see. There's something right here. I might do a little turn. Anyway, the first topic is Aether Revolt spoilers and cards. Now, you might have seen my top fives. I'll put the video right here. My top fives were basically per day. They were the cards I felt that were good, personally, that I felt were good of the cards that were revealed that day. Now, obviously, the full spoiler is out, so everyone can see that the cards that are available, and most of the rest of the cards that they had to give were uncommons and commons. There are some good ones in there, but most of the stuff they knew was really good. They spoiled firsthand, so I'm actually quite happy that they were able to, get through that and figure that out, to figure out which cards to spoil, so that way people could get excited about the set. And obviously, there are a lot that are really good that I personally like. I liked Hope of Girapur a lot. That one's like, a lot of people were really excited for a legendary Thopter, which, I mean, it's going to be kind of hard to do that in a commander deck, but, maybe somebody might be able to do that. But what I enjoy about the Hope of Girapur card is it's a 1-mana 1/1 flyer, which is by itself amazing, because normally in Magic you don't get 1-mana 1/1 flyers, especially colorless ones. And then it has the ability to slow down, combo, and control. That's really good stuff right there. I like that a lot. That's super good, if you would imagine. Super good. Okay, but other cards that I actually enjoyed in the set. I think what's going to be funny is that the 2 Planeswalkers in the set are going to be, I don't think they're going to be used as much. Like, I don't think Tezzeret and Ajani are going to be used. And I think Ajani, like right here, this Ajani, he's gonna be fine. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it just depends on what deck that you'll see them in, and there's another problem coming with standard that I'll talk about in the next segment that I think needs to be addressed. And I just feel like if we can't get past this problem that I'll talk about, we won't see these cards in Aether Revolt being used. We won't see them being used, and we need to have all the cards in standard being used. That's I mean, not all of them, but I mean we need to have viable cards for every archetype being used, and Wizards is having the problem of printing cards that are too pushed and too easy to put in any deck. So that means that eventually it'll be like a good stuff deck that everyone will be able to just put together and net deck and just throw it out there at their FNMs, and then what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? So I don't know. It's really, I don't know. I have no idea what's gonna happen, especially with regards to that. But let's continue talking about some more cards. All right, so anyway, the next card that I'd like to talk about is, what was it? Yes, I believe it's the artifact card. I think it's machine production. Let me take a look here at the spoiler really fast, just to find out. I do believe that it is mechanized production. I think that's actually the list. It's mechanized production. Let me take a look real quick. Yes, mechanized production. Yes, that's it. Okay, this one is really cool. This is an aura. This is an aura that you enchant an artifact you control. Then at the beginning of your upkeep, you make a copy of that artifact. Then if you control 8 or more artifacts of the same name, you win the game. Now, here's the thing. Mechanized production, this card, you got to read the text right, because at the bottom it says, if you control 8 or more artifacts with the same name. Now, it doesn't have to be the same name as the enchanted artifact. It doesn't have to be that artifact. So, that means you could have, say, Mirror Battlesphere to make a bunch of mirror tokens, and then win like the turn, not the turn after, you make the clone, and then the turn after you'd win the game. So you'd have to protect the combo for at least 2 turns. I mean, if you're playing blue in the deck, you're probably going to be able to protect the combo, right? Yeah, sure. That's probably what's going to happen. Okay, that's really good. Another card I really think is awesome is Beryl, Chief of Compliance. And Beryl, Chief of Compliance is going to be an absolutely fantastic card because it's going to enable a lot of decks, I think, in Standard be able to play cards that they normally can't. It turns Dissipate, or not Dissipate, but Void Shatter into a 2-mana counterspell, like just straight up counterspell that removes it from the game and gets you a loot, And then it turns any other cards that you use to counterspell into loots. It also turns mages into loots. So, like, if you have, sorry, not mages, but wizards. Like, if you're playing Wizard Tribal in Commander, it turns them, if you have the, I think it's Patron Wizard, that lets you tap a wizard and then you counterspell it unless they pay 1. So, like, you can kind of slowly mana leak it over time. And that can actually make those dudes loot because it's ability and spell. So it works with both. All right. Okay, then now looking over some of the other cards in the set, I think some of my more favorites include the expertise spells. Being able to cast stuff for free seems pretty good, and I really love that the design made it so that the expertise spells could cast their legends that go with them. That's super A+. Like here at the RPL, we love design that works based off the story and off of like intuitive design. And with the like each expertise being able to work with their legend makes it seem like, okay, well, this expertise is coming out that's heralding their legend, and hopefully the legend ties into their expertise, which a lot of them do. A lot of their legends tie into their expertise. SRAM, not so much. He's more of a generic, like, draw cards, get you value card. That's what SRAM does. And, there's some other really cool cards in the set that I really think are amazing. I'm taking a look at them right here. As we're doing this, just to let you know that this is real. Like, I'm not trying to set it up as, like, this is all fake and I have all this stuff. No, this is all real all the time. The only thing that isn't real is what's behind me. But then again, that's the whole shtick with the channel, right? I'm trying to make it seem like I'm in a totally different area. But for Weekend Watercooler, we're gonna make it seem more like, it's me. It's just 13. I'm here talking about my opinion. But anyway, some other cards in the set that I think are good are Fatal Push, of course. I mean, I could have talked about this on my top fives. I didn't want to. Everybody and their mother was talking about Fatal Push. So why would I talk about Fatal Push? It's obvious. It's a modern card. It's a pushed card for modern. So, the card will let you, kill stuff that's 2 mana or less. If you have a thing leave the battlefield, a fetch land, you can kill anything that's 4 mana or less, which is actually really, really good and kills a lot of stuff in modern. So it's actually a fantastic card. People are probably going to want to get foils of that. And the best thing about it, it's uncommon. So you're going to get a lot of them. Possibly a bunch of foils are going to be out there. So if you want to get Fatal Push, get foils. There are going to be foils out there. People are going to open tons of this set for they're going to open them for the masterpieces and the chase cards and Fatal Push and stuff like that. I really like the enchantments that turn vehicles on and make them fully on automated vehicles, which is hilarious because we're getting closer to having automated cars in real life. So having them in Magic is like kind of foreshadowing, which is really cool. And then, of course, we've got some other neat cards. You got some reprints. You got Prey Upon. You've got, some other really cool cards that have Revolt, like Vengeful Rebel. You've got the Double Striker. I think it's a Solemn Recruit. And then you've got some really other sweet cards like that increase counters on stuff that go straight into Commander decks, like Atraxa from Commander 2016, or they go into any other counter deck like Super Friends. All the Planeswalkers, stuff like that. Winding Constrictor is another one. Winding Constrictor, that's a good one. What would be absolutely hilarious if Collected Company was still legal, which, by the way, Frontier format, I'm going to talk about that sometime. I have words to pick with that format. And Renegade Rallier, this Renegade Rallier card, it's going to be in that format with Collected Company. It's going to be stupid because you're going to be able to collect a company, Renegade Rallier, get back another 2-drop, drop the Reflector Mage. It's going to break the format, honestly, with Collected Company. Like that card becomes really, really stupid good. It's just too good. I mean, it's going to be running Modern too for sure, and that actually can get you back, I think, Voice of Resurgence. I don't play Modern all that often, so I don't know what's the best cards to get with that, but I think Voice of Resurgence with Renegade Rallier is a really good get back with that card to return it to the battlefield, which is amazing. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about some more artifacts here. I like Heart of Kiran. These are vehicles. I like Heart of Kiran. I like Peace Walker Colossus. Is actually pretty cool. I think people are going to try to use that one to crew up other vehicles. I may not even use it in my deck. I don't know. It's a 6/6. You crew it for 4, so kind of, I don't know, you can get there. Consulate Dreadnought is going to be hilarious. You're going to see a lot of people run that deck with Siege Modification, which is the card that lets you activate it and make it a +3/+0 first strike. And that's going to just send people under the boat, not the bus, because it's a boat, right? What other stuff do I like? I've already told you about Hope of Girapur. The Planar Bridge is okay. That's straight up in like Tron or Tron and Modern, or I guess there's Tron and Vintage, right? But you can also see it in Commander decks. Like I'll have it in my Karn deck for Infinite Combo. So because I can just search whatever I want out of the deck when I get it out. So some other cool cards. Inspiring Statuary is going to actually probably go into a lot of combo Commander decks that are going to want to improvise all their stuff out for free. Storm is going to want that card in their deck. That's going to be cool. Lots of servo bonus here. I think for Emrakul decks, you're going to want Pacification Ray in the sideboard. If you're playing Standard, put Pacification Ray in your sideboard if you think your meta has Emrakul. Do it! Okay. And then, let's see, a little bit more, and then we're done. The masterpieces are all great. My favorite, of course, is Sword of War and Peace. Sword of War and Peace, that's the one I want. That's the one I hope to open. I want to open it! Okay. But the last card I want to talk about is Spire of Industry. Spire of Industry is an amazing Glimmer Void style land. I don't know why more people aren't talking about this, but it's an absolute bonkers awesome land for any deck trying to run multicolor, especially if you're trying to run multicolor, because honestly, turn one you can Spire, tap, put down Hope of Gilrapor. Next turn you can tap for any color mana, pay a life, who cares? But it's probably going to be run into like aggro decks who don't even care about losing life that fast, and other similar decks that just want to have the ability to tap for the right color, and having out clue tokens makes it even easier to do that. And of course, standard is now longer, so you're going to see clue tokens stay out longer. So these cards you should expect to see in the format for quite some time. In a later weekend water cooler, we'll talk about the standard format as well, and the rotations not pushing out Gideon and a lot of other cards that people think should be out of the format. So we'll do that then too. Anyway, let's go ahead and go on to the next let's go on to the next topic. The Saheeli Rai combo. Now, I don't know if you've heard about this combo yet. You may have not seen anything on the internet. You may have not gone to r/spikes or any other competitive talk about the format. But this combo right here, it's Saheeli Rai. Okay, let me do it this the right way. This Saheeli Rai, hopefully in post on my hand, and Felidar Guardian. Saheeli Rai and Felidar Guardian. When you put these two cards together, they make a combo that's infinite. It's just like Splinter Twin, where you make a copy with Saheeli of Felidar Guardian that blinks Saheeli to make another copy of Felidar Guardian, that blinks Saheeli to make another copy, to blink Saheeli to make another copy. They're all haste 1/4s, so once they get the combo out, they win the game. And it's the most uninteractive combo that they have missed in standard. The Wizards development team missed because it's a 2-card combo happening in the same block, which means, yes, you'll be able to get it out in draft if you look for it. And the only way to stop it is to shock Saheeli, which the deck will most likely have counter magic to stop it. And the only other way after that is to kill the creature if they drop it earlier. And lo and behold, it's a 4-mana creature. It avoids most of the removal in the format. You have to play Warping Whale, Collective Defiance. You have to do some other type of crazy shenanigans just to get that creature out. You can bounce, stuff like that. But you have to have that stuff ready. You have to have the deck built around the idea this deck is going to see play. And the problem is that it's going to be a net deck scenario where people are going to see it like the easy mode players that don't want to build decks themselves. They want to just take the best deck, go to FNM, totally destroy standard there, because you'll see regular players that come built with their own decks and they want to feel like they can get somewhere with it. They're just going to get destroyed by this card and this 2-card combo, and then they're going to look at it and be like, this isn't fun. Like, this is not fun at all. I don't like this at all. I don't even want to do this. So there's that. That combo will be pretty crazy, and I think people should really avoid. Like, I really hope Wizards will fix it. Like, I hope they will ban it. Like, honestly, I hope they'll ban it, because unless the Pro Tour is going to be crazy and there's going to be terribly this deck is going to be everywhere, I think, honestly, in FNMs. Like, the Pro Tour is different because the pros, they think, oh, well, this deck's going to be there, so I'll build this deck. And then they build this one deck for the Pro Tour, but it doesn't fit into your meta because they built it specifically for the Pro Tour meta. And that means that you can't normally take that to an FNM. You can't just say, okay, I'm going to take this awesome deck from the Pro Tour to an FNM. You can for some of them, but there will be decks that are tuned specifically for what the pros think will be at the PT meta, and that's a specific meta to that event. So you can't rely on that. Okay, so the hope for the Saheeli Rai combo is for Wizards to either ban it or something happen to get rid of it, because it's going to be obnoxious. It's going to be everywhere. We're going to go back into a combo winter again. It's going to happen. It's combo winter 2 or 3 if you count Eldrazi winter, So I don't understand how this stuff gets past Wizards development. Like, they push too much stuff for limited, I think, and they don't concentrate on constructed as much. And I think the lack of hate being development's problem, which has been said by Mark Rosewater himself that the lack of hate in the format for specific strategies is development's problem. They need to fix that. Okay, so I was going to go on to the next topic, but it looks like actually we're going a little bit far over our time for today. And I hope you enjoyed watching our weekend water cooler. I'll go ahead and talk about the next topic next time. It's called Perception is King. And I will talk to you about how Wizards needs to work on their perception of Magic so that way people can understand, better if Magic is doing well or not, and whether or not Magic as a whole can be seen as a good game. And that's a very big topic, and I'll talk about that one at length on the next weekend water cooler. But I would like to thank all of the subscribers who subscribed to me this week. I actually got 10 more subscribers this week. I know it doesn't sound like much compared to some other Magic channels, but trust me, when you're starting off small, 10 extra subscribers is actually a really great thing. So I thank you, all the subscribers, all the people who helped me out this week. I felt like I was renewed making videos. I felt like there was a reason to make videos, especially with the Aether Revolt stuff. Got me super pumped. So I hope you can come back and watch me do some more videos. I'm going to do more kind of blog post type stuff like this as well because I want more content out there. I want to reach more people with my opinions and my thoughts. And I want to know what your thoughts are. So if you liked this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Go ahead and click the like. Go ahead and click the dislike. I don't care. Just click on something on the channel that lets us know that you liked it or you definitely engaged with us. We really appreciate it. Comment in below if you think about any of my opinions might be wrong, or if you agree with me, that'll be great. And I'll go ahead and see you guys next time. Thanks a lot for watching RPL Observer, and later.